This week we've been talking about how the church is called to be a household of justice from the Gospel of Matthew, and I want to conclude by turning back to the prophet Jeremiah and his powerful words in chapter 9, verses 23 and 24. Thus says the Lord, do not let the wise boast in their wisdom. Do not let the mighty boast in their might. Do not let the wealthy boast in their wealth, but let those who boast boast in this, that they understand and know me, that I am the Lord. I act with steadfast love, justice, and righteousness in the earth, for in these things I delight, says the Lord. Chapter 9 of Jeremiah is a lament. Jeremiah is lamenting over the death and destruction that his people have suffered, and they've suffered it because they have not delighted in the things that delight God. They had not been acting with steadfast love, justice, and righteousness like the God who they were supposed to obey and follow and worship. But in these verses we hear what are the things that human beings tend to boast about a lot. Look how smart I am. Look how much I know. Look how strong and powerful I am, and I will mock meekness and weakness. Look how wealthy I am and how I can live my life, and I really don't need to care about people who don't have the resources that I do. Wisdom, power, and wealth are things that are pursued by many, many people. I mean, who doesn't want to be wise and knowledgeable? Who doesn't want to be strong and be able to take care of themselves and their family? Who doesn't want to have wealth and resources to live comfortably and to use them, hopefully, for God's purposes and to be a blessing to others and to the kingdom? But those things are also temptations that can cause us to trust in ourselves. I can trust in my own wisdom rather than seeking the wisdom of God. I can trust in my own might and strength and capacity rather than trusting in God and God's strength to be there for me. I can trust in my own resources rather than having to rely on God. And so Jeremiah is encouraging us and the people of God. These are three things that delight the Lord: steadfast love, justice, and righteousness. And what delights God should delight you and me. And we should be pursuing and seeking to live out these virtues that are part of the character of God. So as we conclude this week on justice, I would just encourage all of us to remember how important justice is to God. That justice is before God's throne, part of God's character, and we are to be instruments of justice and peace in our own time.